obviously our enemy. If Prabhakaran was alive, he would have realized. But unfortunately, now I was targeting, the effort I was focusing towards Prabhakaran, now they are focusing towards me. You can see. They are only focused and the target is me now. But I don't feel sad about it, because if good-hearted people with good qualities, good values will treat me, I get hurt. But if people with very poor and low values will treat me, I don't get hurt about it.
So General, now what everyone is talking about is your entrance into politics. So can you just tell us at this time if you have decided which party you're going to run with?
Any future ambitions or aspirations I will comment on Sunday.
Okay.
When I have a media conference.
Right. And also, General, it is believed that you will run for president. So if you do run for president, what is the promise you will give to the people on a general level?
You know, I believe anybody who wants to hold high office in this country, do politics at higher level, considering the present circumstances, they should give priority for democracy, then national security, including the security of people in north and east, the plight of the people who are displaced, then communal harmony and justice to all communities in the country. Corruption, the country is corrupt, and of course the responsibility lies with the political heads. Then no justice. You can see the people can't go to even if they go to police or any other place expecting justice, they are not satisfied about the treatment which they will get in return. Then politicizing the police has weakened the system to a certain extent. The media freedom, obviously there are allegations about this. Now these people, the government and people in the defense circle try to put pressure on, point the finger at me about the difficulties and the problem the media had in the past. They try to say that I was behind some of the things. Indirectly they are saying this. If that is the case, they should have taken action when I was directly under them without any problem. And all these pointing fingers started from the day I retired from the army. So if I did those things at that time, if they did not take action at that time, then obviously I would have done it with their blessings. But what I am trying to say is I had a disciplined army under me, and if I did anything to media, I had to get the army to do it. I can't go with a pistol or a dagger and go and attack anybody. So if they think the army did this under my command, they are insulting this army which brought the grace and the respect to the whole country after winning the terrorists. So now they are tarnishing the image of that same army with the intention of tarnishing my image. So that is again ungrateful. That is against APNU and API policies. And that was about corruption. That is a welcome move if they can have a lot of investigations about every deal done in the defense circles or everywhere else in the country. Because in the defense, every round, every ammunition, everything, there is a gazetted list about all equipment, combat equipment, war material. In that list, everything has to be purchased only with the Security Defence's approval and going through the Lanka Logistics Company, in which Security Defense is the chairman. So we don't do purchasing, we only do the technical evaluation. They do the negotiation of price and other things. So if there is any corruption, he must take direct responsibility. And Security Defense and Lanka Logistics and President and that tender board, the Ministry tender board. We do purchasing only for various other equipment like kit and equipment and transportation and the logistic things. If there are inquiries, most welcome, and I give the fullest support. If they don't finish it, if I get a chance, I will finish it.
Finally, General, if I can ask you, you said we need to give space for democracy, but when you run for president, what will be your stance with the minorities? How will you win the support of the minorities?
When I run for president, I have not told anybody.
And when you run for president?
I can't live in imaginary world and say if and when. But the minorities, I always think, my personal opinion, forget about running for presidency or anything. My personal approach, the minorities in this country, they lived for long years with Sinhala majority, and the culture you can see, there is lot of similarities, even the religion-wise. Finally, the principles are same. The culture, I respect lot of, I have lot of regards for. I am a Sinhala Buddhist, but our culture, same time, huge respect for the Tamil culture especially, and the Muslim culture. You can see that the culture in this region, whether you are Sinhala, Tamil, Hindu, Muslim, lot of similarities. So I think they can always live in harmony together, like one nation. I don't believe in, some people try to say there are no majorities, minorities. Those people, they say with different intentions, different agendas. The reality is there is a majority, there are minorities. So why do you want to say distort various things with different ambitions, different agendas? But I say all these people must live like brothers in one country. This is a small country. Even I have said that majority has to treat others like their own people. I mentioned that earlier also. And I think the best thing for the country is to all the people to live together anywhere in the country. Colombo is a good example. We have all the communities living here, and people should be able to learn, respect each other. The basic rights of everybody, every community, every religious group must be protected. That's my policy. That is how I look at it basically.
Is there anything else you'd like to add in conclusion, General? Anything you'd like to tell the general public finally?
Yeah, I think we worked very hard for the last 4 years to ensure the safety and security of the people of this country, especially the future generation. And we did that. We want to lay the foundation for a safe country and security of the nation, security of the future generation. So we laid the foundation, and from here on we have to proceed with the same focus. So I think we all have to get together, work with the same ambition, focus on the same direction, without getting played out for corrupt people or the false promises. And this has been going on for too long in this country. I think the country needs a change. The future generation and the adults, elders, everybody must realize this and move towards that change. Then the country will have a good future.
Thank you for joining us then, General.
Thank you.